On March 9, 2012, I boarded my first plane in Washington Dulles International to go on my first mission trip to Nicaragua, and boy was I nervous. As the plane took off, the nerves began to get a little bit better, until we landed in Salvador. Here we had to go through security again, and it wasn't the TSA version either. It was a complete body pat-down by men who knew no English, talking about being out of your comfort zone. Anyway, after the security checkpoint, we were sitting in our terminal waiting for our next flight into Nicaragua, when on the TV comes on Chris Tomlin, and he is singing, "How Great Is Our God." It was a sign to me that yes, we do have a great God. As we boarded our last plane, it was a little bumper plane, which no doubt made me sick, for without incident, I got to Managua, Nicaragua. I made it to my destination. I never seen traffic piles up and horrible driving in the States that I did for the first 5 minutes of being here. But to them, this is everyday life. As we drove down the road, we came up upon a bus that is used for school transportation. In the States, buses can get pretty full, but in Nicaragua, it gets really full. So full, they were riding on top of the bus at even high speeds. We rode from normal roads, such as the Pan Am American Highway, to roads of dirt and ditches. As we drove through a small town called Leon, I got to see what houses were like, or so I thought. To my knowledge, though, this was just a tourist site, and not all homes and buildings looked semi-Americanized. But I quickly found out that the majority of people living here in Nicaragua live in huts and houses built of tarps and wood. The place I spent most of my days was inside a mile-wide compound surrounded with barbed wire and fence, to keep people out of night from stealing things. This was also new to me because I come from a neighborhood where I keep my door unlocked all the time. What to do while being in Nicaragua was to build bathrooms and showers for a new feeding center that was being built. However, building there is nothing like building here in the States. We started by digging by hand the foundation of where we would build the bathrooms. Then we started laying bricks to start the foundation. We didn't have concrete mixers to mix the concrete into place, so we also did this by hand. This was all of our least favorite thing to do in 100-degree weather. On our off days, we got to do more hands-on work in ministry with locals, like playing soccer with children and taking soup to those who were in need of it. The sight of children yelling for the food that we as Americans would not even think twice about eating because of the look, but these children, however, though, were happy just be getting something to eat this day. During the times we had to relax, we found shade trees to lay under for coolness. During our fun day of the trip, we got to visit one of Nicaragua's active volcanoes, which every morning releases smoke from its top. Not only did we get to see this volcano and its ashes, but we also got to sun-ride down it as well. The days were coming to an end, and our work was just about to be finished. We laid the concrete floors by hand and smoothed it out quickly before the sun dried it. And finally, our masterpiece was done. But the final masterpiece that God had for us was not yet over yet. Our last night in Nicaragua, we went to the ocean to watch the sunset, and there we were blessed with God painting the skies for all of us to see. My overall experience here was a great one that I will never forget. Here in this faraway country is where I re-met my Savior. This is where I knew I wanted to be a youth pastor someday. In this third world country, my relationship grew with my Creator in a gorgeous faraway land. Asómate a la ventana y verás la aurora,